We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Welcome back to live action here in Madison, Alabama at the home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas AA Ball Club. We are here for Game 3 of the 2021 Cricket Wireless SWAC Baseball Tournament. Right now, today's third game, Texas Southern taking on the #1 seed and the Eastern Division champ, undefeated in league play, Jackson State Tigers. And Omar Becerra is your pitcher of the year and your pitcher of note today. And batting for Texas Southern is Justin Cooper.
Yep, this is the matchup a lot of folks are looking forward to. Is a leadoff walk to Cooper. Becerra, pitcher of the year in the conference. 8-1 with a 255 run average.
James Red along with Charles Edmond. And Charles, this is, as you said all day, going to be a chess match between two contrasting styles of not only playing but coaching.
Right off the bat, you're probably going to see it with Cooper with 18 stolen bases. I think Texas Southern is going to try to make Jackson State field baseball. Play a lot of small ball, use your speed. You've got 4 guys in that TSU lineup with double-digit stolen bases. Check it first. First base umpire Tony Williams says he did not want at that pitch. They're obviously playing small ball early. I think Jackson State's a team now, obviously, this can score a ton of runs. Because they're #1 in the nation in stolen bases. They get on base 42% of the time. That's top 5 in the country. If you just think about it, in a 9-man lineup, 42% of the time. That's, 3 to 4 guys on every 9 up. That's a lot of pressure on the defense. Individually, they're pretty good. They're hitting over 300 as a team, lead the conference in hitting. So this Jackson State team has all the parts. But Mike Rob's going to try to move those chess pieces around and slow this thing down just a little bit.
And this one fouled back for Anthony Becerra. He is considered the player of the year, elected as SWAC pitcher of the year, And right now, he's struggling a little bit. He's already walked 1 batter, and now for Maurice Claiborne, a young man out of Houston, Texas, he's ahead on the count, 2-1.
He just hit 234 during the regular season, and they're very much aware of Cooper. That's why they're throwing over to first. Just try to keep him close there. Claiborne, 234 during the season, 18 runs batted in.
Pitch. And this time a bunt, excellent bunt, finds a hole and gets on base is Maurice Claiborne. And now runners at first and second, no outs for Texas Southern.
We can look at a replay of it. That's a perfectly placed bunt. Pitcher lunging forward, he pushed it past him. Pitcher down in second base again. We're going to talk about it all game. I think TSU, an opportunity presents itself, is going to make JSU feel the ball. So far, we've seen the advantage TSU.
Doris bumbles it again, and now bases are loaded. Chevy Doris, second baseman. Looks like that one just took a little bit too much out of him when he tried to flip it, and now bases are loaded with Ponce getting on first base.
I mean, that's one, you easily had a fielder's choice there, and that ball was dropped to E4. And now Texas Southern has got something cooking here. The base is loaded, nobody out for Garza, second baseman. 264 during the season with 3 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Small ball for Texas Southern, and a Jackson State error has hurt their cause.
And when you look at the roster for Michael Robinson's team, everyone on the roster, except for maybe 2 or 3, have all gone to a community college or a university. So this is, even though they may have just come together, somewhat of a veteran ball club.
Yeah, I mean, some coaches I've heard lately, coaches nowadays are recruiting JUCOs and grad transfers. Some of them are building programs from the ground up to get a bunch of freshmen, let them grow up together, play 4 years. You don't see that as much anymore.
That one ball high, and you got to remember, in the state of Texas, that's a baseball-rich community. So they got a lot of kids that you may miss on the first swipe, but then you may be able to get them on the second or third try.
And Texas Southern has been a program that's had a level of success to where it gets kids' attention. You're going to play a lot of games, quality competition. They played up in Kansas series there.
Swing and a missed strikeout there for Nick Garza for out number 1, and first strikeout for Becerra.
That was a big out there.
DH, number 20, Juan Sanchez.
Got him out, bases loaded, 1 out. For Texas Southern, you're just trying to get a run more. For Jackson State, you're looking for a double play to end the inning.
And that one fouled off for strike 1.
I think first inning nerves maybe for Jackson State on that ear. Just trying to settle in here.
Swing and a miss, and now it looks like Becerra trying to find his groove.
Let's go, Juan, let's get it! Let's go!
Right at him, just like that, ahead of the count.
And ball on the outside, and I know the Jackson State faithful wanted that one to be a call strike 3. And now count 1 and 2.
Texas Southern, games below 500 during the season. It was a tough season. It was a tough season for Mike Rob's ball club, obviously. But if there's any team that elevates their play in the postseason, it is TSU.
And that one on the outside fills the count up at 3 and 2 for Juan Sanchez.
It's 0-2, now it's 3-2. Here's a big pitch early in this game.
Young man, freshman out of Killeen, Texas, and he fouls it back.
Now, there's enough baseball in the state of Texas where really Texas Southern or Prairie View will see them next. To play quality competition, you don't have to leave the state of Texas.
No doubt about it. And this one goes out to right field. Dillard, all-conference play, makes the catch, tag. Cooper's going to come in, and he is thrown out at home. Great throw by Chandler Dillard, and the double play for the Tigers as they make the Tigers of Texas Southern leave everyone on base. And right now we see Michael Robinson talking to the home plate umpire
about obstruction
and trying to see if it was obstruction, and now the umpires are going to meet up at home plate to check and see if they saw obstruction.
They're going to meet and talk it over. We do have replay that is available to us for every game. Got a crew up here in the booth to our left looking at every play, every close call. Look at this.
And now we're going to go and check out replay.
So they're going to take a look at this to see if it's any obstruction. Mike Robb, very alert.
And it looks like he's not in the base path. He's straddling home plate. And he gets the ball, and he has the ball, and that's when he goes for the tag. And now Texas Southern's Mike Robinson is challenging the call at home plate.
So they're looking at it again here. So now that is the delay. Jackson State ready to come back out in the field. And we're taking a look at it here. And I think Mike Robb has lost the argument. Out is confirmed.
All right, and we'll take a break. We come back. We'll let you know exactly how they came to that conclusion right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage. We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Welcome back to live action here in Madison, Alabama at Toyota Field, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. There was a protest by Michael Robinson of the call at home plate, and after review, they confirmed the out, Charles.
Yes, obstruction. As we're looking at it here. This is a heck of a throw from right, by the way. You got to give credit there. Terrific throw. Right down the line. Yep. That's exactly the correct call. Overturned.
Jontavius Melton batting for Jackson State.
So that means the batter is out. Inning is over. We go to the bottom of the first inning.
And Melton batting .328 on the year. 26 RBIs, 1 home run. Pitching is Cam Fields for Texas Southern, a University of Texas transfer out of Garland, Texas.
Well, Mike Robb, the tactician that he is, right off the bat, making his presence felt.
And base hit by Melton over to right field, and he is on first base.
Well, Jackson State's a team that can hit. .316 during the season.
And he goes inside out on that one to take it the other way and gets a single. And now C.J. Newsom up to bat for the Tigers of Jackson State.
You look at the lineup, 431, 328. I mean, up and down the lineup, they've got pop in the bat. They've hit 21 home runs, lead the nation in stolen bases, 131 stolen bases on the season. So they can put pressure on you in a lot of different ways.
And trying to keep Melton honest at first base. Holding it on is Oscar Ponce. And we'll give you the defense for Texas Southern momentarily. And that one a called strike. And our defense, Parker DeLeon at third, Cooper at shortstop, Nick Garza at second, Oscar Ponce at first, Tyrese Claiborne right field, Avery Chapman center, Jordan Vadato at left, And catching is Ruben Benvendo and your pitcher, Cam Fields.
We're told on that contested play, the catcher was in front of home plate before the ball came to him. So that's the explanation that we got as to why that was overturned and called out, ending the inning.
And that one, a bunt attempt for a strike. Rare miss for C.J. Newsom. Newsom batting .339 with 24 RBIs and only 1 homer.
So already some action right off the bat. Overturn call.
And this one fouled back and hits in the luxury box area, the VIP area.
And, you know, that rule's put in place to avoid the collisions that we see at home plates, the violent collisions.
Player safety.
Player safety.
Count now 2-2.
Already you clearly see what Jackson State's trying to do. Jackson State's trying to move the pieces around and try to play a little small ball.
And swing and a miss. And a K for Cam Fields.
Cam Fields, all-conference performer, 4-5 with a 4.87 earned run average. 12 starts, 2 complete games during the season. Chandler Dillard stands in with 1 on and 1 out. Get all the games with the exception of the championship game on the SWAC Digital Network. We've already had Grambling beat Alabama A&M and Southern University beating Bama State. Later it will be Prairie View, the 1 seed in the West, Alcorn, the 4 seed in the East, later here on the SDN.
And call strike.
What about Mike Robb coming out? I mean, you know, Mike Robb pays attention, and he's got his, you know, he's in his own way. He's slowing the game down.
Cooper with the throw to first, and he gets the force at first, but moves Milton over to second base. 2 outs now for Jackson State.
Happy to bring up Shernard Brown, the freshman, 357 during the regular season with 8 home runs, 45 runs batted in. We talked about it, the lineup, 328, 339, 367, 357, 431, 301. That's 6 of the 9 in the lineup hitting 300 or better.
Super duper lineup, and that's why they basically garnered all of the major awards postseason for the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
You talk to Omar Johnson, and he does a really nice job as ball caroms in front of the plate. He does a really nice job, just plug and play. I mean, he's a team. He always puts the team together that can hit for power, can hit for speed, get speed on the bases, and it doesn't matter, you know, what players. The style stays the same, just the puzzle pieces change.
1-1 pitch. Now one low for ball 2.
I did the math. You know, Jackson State has won 24 conference or division games by an average of 8 runs a game. This team's won 7 in a row. But, you know, Texas Southern, if there's a coach that can slow you down and change it up, is Mike Robb. And you think about it, Mike Robb's done it at 2 SWAC schools, Prairie View
and Texas Southern.
And Texas Southern.
That's correct.
So he, you know, he doesn't change much. You know, he's going to make you work, and he's going to throw you off kilter.
2-1 pitch coming from Fields. Now went a little low for 3-1.
So Melton, who singled, advanced to second, and he's there with 2 out in the bottom of the first inning. This game started at 3:32. Jackson with an opportunity to grab the lead.
Cooper trying to get the force at first, and good throw there. And 1 hit, no runs, no hit, and a strikeout as we go to the top half of the second inning. No score right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Back to live action here in Madison, Alabama. SWAC baseball tournament. Benevendo, your batter. Only 6 runs scored, 9 RBIs, average at 155.
He started in 32 of the 34 games for Texas Southern. We've had a lot of action in this first inning. A overturned call on a play at home goes down. And for Becerra, that is the second strikeout.
Now up to bat for the Tigers of Texas Southern, Avery Chapman. Called strike.
Chapman hit .278 during the season with 2 home runs and 18 runs batted in.
Redshirt freshman out of Mansfield, Texas. Easy play there by Wesley Reyes to get out number 2.
Well, this game features, James Verrett, 10 all-conference performers between the two teams. Jackson State with 8, Texas Southern with 2. Coach of the year, hitter, pitcher of the year, Omar Johnson. We talked with Omar Johnson extensively yesterday and just enjoying the time. This team has really been playing well. They didn't want to make comparisons to other JSU teams. Where does this team rank? I mean, it's an obvious question. Where does this team rank in terms of the best teams you've ever had? I mean, it's an obvious question. He doesn't really think about it. He says, at the end of the year, I'll sit down and think about that. But right now, we're just fighting to get better every day. He did mention, I talked to him early in the year, he did mention that he had a team to win 38 games a season. I mean, he just, that might be the Mount Rushmore of Jackson State teams that he could immediately think of.
2-2 pitch, and caught off the bounce is Hill, and he gets it over to Brown as they go down 1-2-3 with 1 strikeout as we go to The bottom half of the second inning, no score right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
And so far in this heavyweight battle, we've gone through one complete and no score, one hit for each team, only one error, and that's for Jackson State. Now up to bat, all-conference performer Ty Hill, and Ty hits this one down the line, but foul into the right field berm here at Toyota Field.
Ty Hill, third baseman for Jackson State University, hit .431 during the season. 123 at bats, 3 home runs, 42 runs batted in.
And that one fouled off. And when you say somebody's batting .431, that means regardless of how fast the ball is coming at him, it looks incredibly slow to him, and big, like a grapefruit.
Yeah, the game has slowed down for him. He was named Player Hitter Newcomer of the Year. Player/Hitter/Newcomer of the Year.
I think he's picked up all the hardware that you can.
And we talked about the players. The relief pitcher of the year, Davila from Jackson State, Stephen Davila. Becerra, pitcher of the year. Ty Hill, hitter of the year. Freshman of the year, Shernard Brown. Omar Johnson, coach of the year.
And this one will go out to right field. Claiborne, Maurice Claiborne, able to get the first out of the second inning. And now Equan Smith, also an all-conference second-teamer, and he is DHing today.
You got C.J. Newsom also on the conference team. We talked about Becerra. Nikhil Galatas. We talked about Davila. And then on the second team, Equan Smith.
Call strike.
So it's Jackson State's made it happen during the regular season, but here we are on the postseason trying to continue that magic, and so far, scoreless game.
Ooh, swing and a miss by Smith. He wanted that one, but couldn't catch up with it.
Now, we talked about Mike Robb. He's won championships at 2 conference schools. Prairie View kind of put that program on the map. He was followed by Wasika Cullivan at Prairie View, won championships.
That one ball high. And Mike won that without the facilities that Prairie View has today.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an incredible feat when he did it at Prairie View A&M. They always got close but never got over the hump.
And now Antoine Riggins. A good run for him. His team's won 8 out of 10. We'll have that game later against Alcorn. You talk about facilities. If you just go back a decade or so, teams have definitely improved their facilities around the conference.
Right back over to Cam Fields, underhand throw to Ponce, and he gets out number 2. Take another look at it. And there you go. And instead of him throwing it from the mound, nice underhand pitch and catch.
I think you're taught to just run towards first and make it easy on yourself. Nice underhand toss. That's what you're taught anyway. Now, whether that happens or not, I don't know. But
Reyes, and he fouls that one off. He's batting .259 with 28 RBIs. He does have some long ball potential, hitting 2 home runs. Oh, 1 pitch to Reyes. And this one going to DeLeon right there on the foul line and able to get the third out. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on as we go to the top of the third inning. No score between Texas Southern and Jackson State right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
And welcome back to Live Action. Parker DeLeon, the first batter here in the top half of the third inning for Texas Southern, hit by a pitch.
yeah, obvious right there.
And he makes it over to first base. And now shortstop Justin Cooper to bat for the Tigers of Texas Southern. Tiger on Tiger, taking one more look at it. And DeLeon safely goes to first. And now with the bunt symbol on, Cooper has attracted some bodies with Ty Hill coming in close.
Yeah, Cooper walked his last time up. And he's turning him loose here. So through the first 9 in the lineup, James Barrett, Becerra has given up a hit. He's hit 1, he's walked 1, and he has struck out 2.
And that one called strike, even accounted 1 apiece. Wind now is blowing in from right center. From left center.
You know, we're talking about facilities, baseball facilities, improved facilities across the board. Jackson State's always had a nice one. Texas Southern, Bob Braddy Field. TSU, a nice facility. At Heinz Field at Baton Rouge, a new baseball office area.
And a bunt that goes foul for strike number 2.
Prairie View, decent baseball facility. Pine Bluff, the Torrey Hunter complex is nice. You know, Pine Bluff didn't make the tournament. And then the East, we talked about Bob Braddy Field. Mississippi Valley had some upgrades.
Now one ball on the outside.
We're told that they're going to do some major work to Bulldog Field at Alabama A&M.
Oh, very good.
Bama State's complex looks really nice.
2-2 pitch. And a bunt. Throw and catch made. And the out. Justin Cooper was able to move DeLeon over to second.
Sacrifice is good. You were behind in the count, had to protect the plate, and you got the job done. Now Texas Southern with an opportunity. Claiborne, a bunt single his last time up. So TSU with an opportunity here. He's squaring the bunt. Just showing bunt here, just trying to get Jackson State out of position. I mean, of course, he wants to drive in a run, or if nothing else, move De Leon to third.
Ball on the outside.
This is game 3 of the 2021 SWAC baseball tournament. Earlier, Grambling beat Alabama A&M 8-1, and Southern University beat the 2 seed in the East, Bama State 3-0.
That one fouled off by Claiborne. So we've seen Texas Southern attempt some bunts. Runner in scoring position. Wind is blowing, looks like in. Do you try to hit it up in the air? And this time they do hit it up in the air, but foul.
Well, it's 1-2. Wonder would maybe Mike Robb throw him a little off balance and maybe try to steal a third. I doubt it. But it would be something different as the wind really blowing right to left.
And this one, a pop fly in the hole. Reyes going over to make the catch in fair territory for out number 2. Great job by Wesley Reyes.
Good play. I mean, the wind was blowing it away from him. The wind blowing right to left has been the case all day.
Here's the first baseman, number 30, Oscar Ponce.
And a nice running catch by Reyes. And now Becerra pitch away from getting out of this inning. Or you could say Texas Southern's had the better of the opportunities. It was a leadoff single for Jackson State.
And hit by a pitch inside, and a little stare down there with Oscar Ponce, or Ponce, looking at Becerra, and he's like, hey, man, you threw inside and you hit me on my elbow, and he got a little upset. And that is a mean stare down. Yeah, I mean, that, you know, some of those balls are going upwards of 90 miles an hour. So I don't think he's just supposed to laugh it off.
And Becerra was like, I wasn't trying to hit you. I was just trying to go inside on you. So Texas Southern, 2 hit bats in this inning. Another one.
And a third one. And now bases are loaded. And if you're the catcher, you may want to go talk to your pitcher.
And Omar Johnson is going to come out. I'll talk with the home plate umpire.
And they are trying to take a look at it one more time.
And he's going to have a word with Becerra.
All right, slow it.
Now you got to make, now again on these HBPs, there has to be an effort to get out of the way of the baseball. Now that's because you do see players leaning in, elbows sticking out. So there has to be an effort to skip out of the way.
Well, he did look to swing.
So 3 batters have been hit in this inning. And they're checking on Garza to see if he's okay. He looks like he is. And the bases are loaded for Sanchez. I don't know if Becerra's just trying to bust it inside. The ball's getting away from him inside. But you don't see a pitcher hit 3 guys in one inning too often. That's what we got here.
Consecutive batters.
And Omar Johnson to go out and settle Becerra down.
And that was a smart move on his part. You want to make sure that he knows that won't be acceptable.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to settle him down. You wanted that situation in the previous at bat. But Ponce got a little discombobulated there. He's got to settle in here, bases loaded.
And this one fouled back behind the stadium. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Juan Sanchez to bat for Texas Southern. Ball on the outside.
Sanchez, part of that DP that was overturned.
And called strike. Evens the count at 2 apiece.
You hit a batter, if you're a pitcher, that's upsetting. Within another, you hit the very next batter, you got to settle in.
And this one foul hit into the upper concourse.
He turned on that one, quick hands. And now Becerra, a pitch away from getting out of this inning. Texas Southern wants to take advantage of this bases loaded situation.
2 teams looking to change their fortune right now with no score. Only 1 hit between the 2 squads.
Loaded up, here we go.
And another hit batsman, and they will walk in a run. DeLeon will score from third, and Sanchez goes to first, and we still have bases loaded.
The 3rd straight batter Becerra has hit. The 4th batter he has hit in this inning.
And I think under normal circumstances, I think Omar may have pulled him after that many people that he hit with the pitch. And now we've got relief that's going out to the bullpen.
The bullpen was empty for Jackson State. And it's empty for Texas Southern right now as well. So if TSU needs to warm up a pitcher, a couple of guys need to bullpen catcher and pitcher have to run out to left field. This is in left center where Jackson State's bullpen is.
Swing and a miss.
What?
Ruben Benvendo.
What a weird inning this is.
I mean, he's just tagged everybody. I think he forgot we're playing baseball, not tag.
And this is, I think this has got Becerra out of sorts.
One to nothing is your score in favor of Texas Southern here in the top half of the 3rd inning.
4 batters hit, bases loaded, HBP.
No swing there, and it was a ball for 2-1.
Yeah, like it was a curveball that he laid off of.
And hit right back up the middle. Benvendo, 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Runners on first and second, 2-run single for Benvendo.
I got an inside-outside swing that time. Just took it the other way. Well, Omar Johnson has been out.
And now he's got to keep his pitcher out there to give his relief pitcher some time. Becerra now pitching to Chapman, and Chapman swings and a miss. And now for Jackson State faithful, I know it's a long game and we've still got a number of innings to go, but they may be in a little bit of a shock right now.
Yeah, 3-0. 3 runs, 1 hit, 4 batters hit. How weird is that line?
That is definitely not the line you want to see from the pitcher of the year in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. He's already at 58 pitches in his pitch count, and we're right here in the 3rd inning.
Fastball high. I think Becerra's just not within himself right now. I think he's trying to command the inside part of the plate. That was inside.
And he's losing sense of control. And he's got to bear down and get his control back. If not, he'll be sitting down. And that one goes foul. Just got to straighten it out a little bit. Avery Chapman batting .275 with 2 home runs and 18 RBIs on the year.
TSU with a 3-0 lead. Top 3.
And good eye there by Chapman. Looked close, but it was outside for a ball.
I think Mike Robb also knows that this JSU team has averaged 8 runs a game. As they check at first, it didn't go around. Now they got the runners hung up, and Texas Southern just ran themselves out of an inning.
Not good base running there at all for Benvendo. I think Benvendo forgot exactly what the count was, and he obviously thought that that was going to be a strike 3, and he just took off slowly jogging, or he thought it was ball 4. He must have thought it was ball 4, and then right there, Jackson State smartly gets him out. He just really lost sense of where they were in the game. We'll go to a break, and when we come back, we'll see if Jackson State can work themselves out of a rare deficit in the conference right here, trailing 3-0 on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
And welcome back. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. 3 runs scored by Texas Southern in the top half of the 3rd. We find the number 1 ranked Jackson State Tigers down 3-0. And now Cam Fields is working with a little cushion.
Well, James Verrett, game number 23 for Jackson State in division play. Of course, they went 24-0. Game number 23 against Valley. Jackson State was down 3-0.
Wow.
And Jackson scored 19 runs in the 3rd inning. And won 19-5. So Jackson State has been in this situation.
As Yogi Berra famously said, could this be deja vu all over again?
Well, Jackson State had 19 runs on 11 hits in that game, by the way.
It just became a hit parade. Huh?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, this team has had some close shaves. Alabama State played them tough a couple of games, with Braves tough in this Valley game.
And this one, a shot over. And a high throw, overthrow, and now on the bases is Louise, and DeLeon just threw it, into next year. And Ponce, the first baseman, no way he could jump up and get that one. Take another look.
All right, so routine.
And that's not routine.
Yeah, just a routine ground ball. He's out by 5 steps if he makes a solid throw. But it didn't happen. So it's a two-base error. And Louise at second. Those are the type of plays you got to make against a team that's been winning by an average of 8 runs a game in division play.
Doris batting .279, 68 at-bats with 19 hits. Showing bunt, but pulls back for strike one.
Omar Johnson just trying to get Doris to make the routine play, routine bunt, move the runner along. A lot of baseball left in this game, so yeah, you're down 3-0, but you have an opportunity here.
And Fields tries to hold on Luis at second base.
And Jackson State players calling for a balk right there. Nothing doing.
No, no, no. He can make that play over there at second. 0-1 pitch. That one low, evens the count up at 1 apiece. Bottom half of the third, 3-0. Could have been more if Benvendo would have known how many out. Bunt goes foul. And I know some of you fans at home were watching that and said, how did he not know? Well, it's pretty easy. When you getting all those runs, people getting hit by pitches, and it was a close count. It was about 3-2. So he thought, oh, it's a walk. Or, you know, we're moving on. Something happened, and not what he thought happened. Ball low.
And now for Fields, he's got to figure out a way to settle down here. You had the two-base error, 2-2 the count. Jackson trying to score a run or move the runner along. Fields trying to get a strikeout.
Swing and a miss and a K. Another one. Second K of the day for Cam Fields.
Yeah, he struck out Newsom. Now he strikes out Doris. He just blew it by him.
And Melton up to bat. And he got on base in the first, but unable to score.
Runner at second, 1 out for Jackson State.
Good lead there. And first pitch called strike. Louise is trying to be a little aggressive on the bases. They lead the nation, as you said before, Charles, in steals. So Cam Fields has to be mindful of Louise. And another call strike right on the outside corner. Great pitch by Cam Fields.
Yeah, not happy. Not happy that time is Melton. He's in the hole.
That one goes past Benvendo, and Louise will move over to third base on the pass ball.
So a wild pitch. Louise to third.
And just boop, goes up and over.
Now you got a pretty deep backstop here. You know, you get a ball that doesn't have as much English, gets by the catcher, dribbles back there. If somebody with speed could easily score, I mean, easy from third, but could try to score from second.
Very similar to Lehigh Field at Southern. Big backstop. And another K right there for Cam Fields, and Melton has to sit down. 2 consecutive strikeouts for Texas Southern.
Yeah, 3 strikeouts for Cam Fields. Knees buckled. He didn't. He's, you can just tell. I think he was expecting something else, or he just couldn't pull the trigger. Let's see. Curve, bottom fell out of it.
Yes, he was looking that it was going to stay high, and it went low.
He may have been looking for something else there.
Newsom to bat for Jackson State. And right now, as they say, the team who was playing the Congos coming in like Muhammad Ali, boom, 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 the champ is here. Well, right now, George Foreman's putting something on him. Called strike.
Remember now, Jackson State hasn't been in too many of these situations where they've been down. I think against Bama State, a game in the series, they had to come from behind. But they were down to Valley recently in game number 23, 3-0, and then they had a big inning.
And another called strike. Cam Fields has found that outside corner, and he is living there.
And Fields, after he punched that strike in, said, yeah. He's a pitch away from getting out of the inning. Jackson State trying to extend the inning.
Those hitters have to see that outside corner and take the ball the opposite way. And this time he misses just a tad for a ball. Evens the count at two apiece.
Warner will try to come inside here.
And that one on the outside gets past Luis. Is going to try to make it home, and he slides in, bumps into Fields, but the first run scores for Jackson State off the pass ball on Benvendo.
Well, two-base error. Wild pitch, pass ball. Jackson State's got a run.
So the large breathing room that the Tigers of Texas Southern had is slowly evaporating. Now only up by 2. 3-2 pitch coming to Newsom. Swing and a miss and a K. Third strikeout for Cam Fields. 1 run will score off a pass ball and no hits. And looks like it was an error as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. 3-1 is your score in favor of the Tigers of Texas Southern right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
3-1 is your score after Jackson State scores off of a couple of pass balls to the catcher. And now batting for Texas Southern here in the top half of the 4th inning, Avery Chapman, looking for his first hit of the tournament for the season, batting .275 and 2 home runs, 18 RBIs. Becerra having some control issues. Has already hit about 4 or 5 people in this game. He's hit 4 so far, and he's the conference pitcher of the year.
Sometimes it's lack of control, sometimes trying to command the inside part of the plate. Sometimes a little bit of both. But an unusual last half inning for Becerra.
That one should be routine for Chevis Doris, and it is for out number 1.
In case you're just joining us, this is Game 3 of the 2021 SWAC Baseball Tournament here at Toyota Field in Madison, Alabama, sponsored by Cricket Wireless on the SWAC Digital Network. Earlier, we had Grambling beat Alabama A&M 8-1, and Southern University 3-0 win over Bama State. Second half of the bracket, beginning with this game. Of course, Texas Southern leading number 1 JSU, and then later, the number 1 seed in the West, Prairie View, against the number 4 seed in the East, Alcorn State.
Ty Hill gets it over to Brown for out number 2.
Quickly, 2 ground balls. Quickly 2 away.
Number 6, Parker DeLeon.
And Parker DeLeon up to bat for Texas Southern. So far this season, only 22 at-bats.
Well, I think what Becerra's trying to get is an easy 1-2-3 inning.
Trying to get an inning in which he doesn't hit anybody. Have 4 hit batsmen for the pitcher of the year. That one a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one right up the middle, base hit for DeLeon. And that's not bad for the 9-hole hitter. And now they'll go to the top of the order.
Yeah, a pretty good piece of hitting right there. Just took it up the middle.
The shortstop,
So take another look at it.
Justin Cooper.
Right out over the plate. For Texas Southern, that's their 3rd hit. 3-3-1 the line score for TSU. 1-1-1 for JSU.
And just trying to keep DeLeon honest. And going up against Cooper, who had a walk his first time up. That one on the outside. Ball 1.
I can't remember a Mike Robb coach team. If you look at their record, it's like 20 games below 500. It's been a tough year. Usually Mike Robb's teams are right there.
Ball number 2.
But the one thing about it, if he gets in the tournament, he can turn these brackets upside down. Just the way his team plays. And you see this already. I mean, even though for Becerra, it's been a struggle. He's hit 4. And one of those HBPs led to a run. But I think just the fact that they're making JSU's defense work a little bit on the small ball, I think that's helped them. It's kept Jackson State on their heels just a little bit.
And called strike on the 3-0 pitch, makes it 3-1.
Becerra's hit 4. He's walked 1.
That one fouled off by Cooper to stay alive. 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th. 3-1 in favor of the Tigers of Texas Southern. They got 3 in the top half of the 3rd. Jackson answered with 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd. Swing and a strikeout. Becerra is finally starting to settle down and settle in as for Texas Southern, they leave 1 runner on, and 1 strikeout and 1 hit. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 3-1 is your score right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights. Because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
And Cam Fields, so far in this game, has struck out 4. And has a 2-run lead as we go to the bottom half of the inning. Wonderful afternoon turning into evening here in Madison, Alabama, the suburb of Huntsville. Huntsville, the home of Alabama A&M, and as they call it, Rocket City. Here at a wonderful AA facility, Toyota Field, home of the Trash Pandas. And what is a Trash Panda, Charles?
A raccoon.
There you go. Ta-da.
There was a text about that, by the way. Someone watching and listening, they didn't know what a trash panda was either.
There you go. We're here to educate you. Wonderful, wonderful. Chandler Dillard, all-conference performer. First up for Jackson State here in the 4th. That one on the outside.
Dillard, Brown, and Ty Hill to face Cam Fields. Jackson State with just 1 hit right now.
And wow, right off his ankle. Great stop there by Cam Fields. He pulled a soccer move there. And I mean, he just used his legs to stop the ball.
Well, let's look at it.
And he's laughing about it.
The leg kick.
Boop. He used his foot and kicked it up. Great job there by Cam Fields.
Great replay. That's good stuff.
Now that one should go to one of those networks so that they can play. Yes. Great job by Cam Fields to help himself.
Brown grounded to short his last time up. Fastball right in there.
Shernard Brown, a tall, intimidating figure at first base, but has a very strong bat. And incredible to say he's a youngster. And that's what Major League Baseball is looking for when they're looking at first baseman. They're looking for somebody tall who can extend the body, and that helps your infield. And that one goes right up the middle, and wow, great stop there, and unable to make the play. But Justin Cooper, I mean, walked down that one, but an infield single for Shernard Brown.
He's probably going to beat that one out anyway. A lot of speed up the middle. Yeah. He's going to have to whirl, do a 360, and then make a solid throw. So a single for Brown.
And Brown, one of those fabulous freshmen, Apacata, Florida. And that one goes right past DeLeon, and now runners at first and second.
Oh, Jackson State trying to get something going here. Single by Brown up the middle. Ty Hill a single to left. So 2 on for Jackson State. Going to bring up Equan Smith, the DH. He's been in a ton of these situations in his career.
1 out, and as you said, they scored how many runs against Mississippi Valley?
They scored 19 in 1 inning. I wonder, is that the NCAA record? And you scored 19 runs in 1 inning.
I don't know if it's a record or not. They may have had some other teams that have given up a lot.
I'll have to look that up. That's easy to look up.
Ball on the outside.
Right now, conference pitcher Cam Fields is in a little bit of a pickle here. 2-1 and 1 out against a JSU team that can score some runs. Jackson State down 3-1.
And that one on the outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Equan Smith, looking for his first hit of the tournament.
It's a situation here where Omar Johnson might send him here. Try to stir things up, try to create some action.
Hill on first, Shernard Brown on second. 2-0 pitch. This one is a bunt. DeLeon comes up from third, gets the force, and runners move to second and third. Great job there by Oscar Ponce in order to get the ball that was thrown by DeLeon because he had to work with it. It bobbled a little bit.
Let's see. The scoop, the throw.
He's got it in his hand.
Yep. Good play at first. Omar Johnson's going to want him to take a look at it. Oh, they'll discuss it first to see if it's worth taking a look at.
There's an official's timeout on the field.
All right. Ooh. He had it up in the glove. By the time he got it with the bare hand, you see JSU's first base coach said it was bobbled. This may be worth taking a look at.
No, he's got it right there.
Yeah.
He's touching his body. He has it in his body.
Yeah, right there. That look. Just looking at it again.
He has it in his body, and he's touching the bag.
Well, the question is for the umpires, is it worth looking at? They say he's out.
Yeah.
But I think they're also going to look at it. One of the umpires says headsets. Like, we're going to look at the headset. They're going to get the headset and take a look at it. So we have a review here, our second one.
There is an official review undergoing.
Well, I like this replay. I mean, obviously the umpires, first of all, the call on the field, they discuss that. Then they discuss whether or not it's worth taking a look at. And I think they just want to make sure that it was held, it wasn't bobbled along the way. First base umpire right there calling them out. So we have a review here, and what they're seeing is what we're seeing. What they're looking at is what we're looking at. It's bobbled twice. The third time he's got it. He says, hey, I got it. I think they're going to look at it one more time. They're going to rewind it back. As you're looking at it, this is what they're looking at in real time. They're slowing it down. It's a good job of just frame by frame, just to make sure. Right there, he bobbled it. It looked like right there, and then grabbed it right there.
It into his body.
Right there, that frame.
Yeah. And it's always in his hand. It never left his body.
All right, so it's just another look. All right, so the play stands as called. Good work upstairs and downstairs. Just good communication. Yep, they pointed at first and he's out. Well, Omar Johnson, just have him take a look at it.
And he's utilizing all the tools that he has in front of him. And now pitching coach for Texas Southern is going to talk to Cam Fields to let him know defensively what they're trying to do.
Now, the thing about this is, pitching is about rhythm and timing. You've had a pretty good delay here. I think they are going over situations. There's a runner at second and third. I guess they're just trying to go over sequences on this with Reyes coming up. Reyes grounded to second his last time up. So just situational baseball right here. I mean, Jackson State a base hit away from tying this game up. So just going over all the options. As Jackson State has the opportunity here to tie it up after trailing 3-0. I mean, this is a JSU team that went 24-0 in the division, won each one of those 24 games by an average of 8 runs. It's been tested at times. Most recently, their last series with Valley, they were down 3-0 and scored 19 runs in an inning. Here, a base hit will tie it up. We'll see how Reyes handles this with 2 on and 2 out.
Looking for his first base hit of the tournament. And that one ball on the outside. 2 outs. Bottom half of the 4th. And this one a fly ball going back, and over his head was Chapman. And now 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and try to make it to third, and he does, is Wesley Reyes, and a misjudgment there by Avery Chapman. And now Jackson State has the lead.
Misplay at center. Chapman misplayed it from the beginning. Took steps in, as you see right there, and then uh-oh. And the wind taking it too. That 1 step in, that 2 steps in that he took cost him.
And take a look at Reyes, and then after he knows where it's going, he's saying, you know what, I gotta go. Can I make it to third? Yes, you can. And he's gonna slide in safely. Now we're all tied up at 3 apiece. 4 hits now for Jackson State. And as you said, they've had innings in which they've had offensive explosions. Could this be the start of one here in the bottom half of the 4th, tied at 3?
Well, there's 2 out in the inning. I mean, Texas Southern should be in the dugout by now.
Should be.
But that's not the case. Misjudged in the wind. Chapman took 1 step in, and that cost him.
And another base hit. The lead now is in the hands of the Tigers of Jackson State, with Reyes scoring from third. And Luis makes it to first with a single.
Well, Jackson State with 3 here in the 4th. It's 4-3.
And now the emotion of Jackson State is starting to show, with Chevy Doris looking for his first base hit of the tournament, going up against Cam Fields.
Well, this point here, it proves that you can't give a team 4 outs in an inning.
No doubt about it.
That fly ball to center should have been caught, and JSU's pounced on it.
And that one will go foul.
Dribbles foul. But when you're a team like Jackson State that's hit well over 300, one of the top hitting teams was number 1 in the conference, can score runs in bunches, you just cannot give a team extra outs. And that fly ball to center, misjudged, opened the door for Jackson State to grab the lead.
And you always, as a center fielder, need to know about where the runners are and how many outs. Always keep the ball in front of you. Always faster to go forward than backwards, my friend. Garza now gets the out, but not before. 3-run score for Jackson State. And 4 hits. No errors. And now we go to the top half of the 5th inning. 4-3 Tigers of Jackson on top right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
And to end off the bottom half of the fourth inning, it was 3 runs by Jackson State. Now we'll go to the top half of the fifth. Trailing by 1 run is Texas Southern. Maurice Claiborne batting for the Tigers. And this one will go over to shortstop Reyes. And another high throw past ball. And making the throw with the out. Great job there by Shernard Brown. Making up for the mistake by Reyes on the throwing error and paying the price was Maurice Claiborne, thrown out at second base.
That ball was thrown so hard and so poorly that it carried back quickly. I think Claiborne misjudged that all the way. Boy, what a tough throw. Yep, came back on a line, and just the assumption is that it's just going to kind of dribble back, and the ball was waiting for him.
Got to know the stadium in which you play. Even though it looks like it's a lot of area, that's all live balls.
And that was thrown kind of on a line.
And see, he looked, and, I mean, that was easy for Shernard Brown because it bounced right back. And this is a pop-up. Doris calls everyone off and makes the play for out number 2.
Well, a situation like that, you lose a runner on the bases. Texas Southern has lost 2 runners now on the bases, so put a circle around that. He had one, wasn't aware of this out situation, and then I think maybe on that one, maybe his first base coach could have helped him and told him to stay, because he would have known how much depth was on that ball or how it carried him, because the runner on the bases is not paying attention to that. You know, he just, Claiborne just took off for second, assuming that it was pretty deep when it actually was hit on the line, and now it got another batter hit.
5th batter hit by a pitch, and that is Nick Garza going to first base.
Becerra has hit more batters than Texas Southern has hits. That doesn't add up, does it?
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
But when it's happened, as painful as it is, when it's happened, TSU's cashed in.
Now a ball on the outside.
He was hit by a pitch his last time up. 5 HBPs. How we scored, hit by the pitch.
That one stays outside. 2-0.
Back and forth we go. I mean, Texas Southern grabbed a 3-0 lead. Jackson State up 4-3. TSU's lost a couple of runners on the bases. So kind of the chess match is on.
Now we're on the inside now. 3 balls, no strikes to Sanchez. Called strike. Now we're at 3-1.
Well, Jackson State does have a pitcher up in the bullpen. Now, Omar Johnson is not known for pulling his pitchers too soon. He believes that his team offensively is good enough to score as many runs as it needs and keeps his arms, his starting arms, out there.
That one right back to Becerra. He bats it down, throws to first, and is able to get out of the inning. No runs and no hits and 1 error. We go down to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Jackson State holding on to a 1-run lead right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
The SWAC baseball tournament. USAA.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Welcome back to a beautiful afternoon for baseball here in the Madison, Alabama area, Huntsville, Alabama. Jatavius Milton, top of the order for Jackson State. They scored 3 in the bottom half of the 4th, and now a swing and a miss by Milton.
Well, Texas Southern has left 3 runners on base, a runner in each of the last 3 innings, the 3rd, the 4th, and this the 5th. 1 misplay, James Verrett. It's the difference in this game. And for Jackson State, obviously, the HBPs have hurt Becerra.
Now 1 ball on the outside. And Milton, a Natchez, Mississippi native by way of Mississippi Delta Community College.
Natchez.
Natchez. And this one goes foul into the right field berm, and it'll sit right over there in the berm.
A number of folks sitting in the suite area up top, getting a great view of today's action. Probably one of the more cooler days we'll have between now and Sunday. It's going to warm up, going to be toasty by the time we get into Sunday.
2-2 pitch. That one inside makes the count full at 3-2.
In case you're just joining us, Grambling defeated Alabama A&M 8-1. And Southern University beat the 2 seed in the East, Bama State. Getting a lot of talk on social media about the big Jaguars win.
Now when a ball on the outside for ball number 4, and Milton gets the first base on the walk.
So Southern will take on the winner of the next game, Alcorn and Prairie View. Bama State will take on the loser of that game.
And the Prairie View Alcorn game will be a preview of the new addition to the SWAC Western Division.
Yes.
The Braves of Alcorn.
Of course, Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M coming to the east. Make the 6 teams in the east. And Alcorn going to the west. Makes the 6th team in the west starting July 1.
And that is a bunt that almost hit Newsom in the face.
He had to protect himself. Let's see if we take a look at that. I mean, he was for dear life. He was trying to lay the bat out, giving himself up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, woo! Thank you that I didn't get smacked in the face. That one is bunted foul again.
Now he's got to protect the plate.
And that shows good command of his bat, because to see a ball going 85, maybe 90 miles an hour, and you're able to, put the bat in front of it.
Yeah.
And it's you or your face. He knew it. Let's take one more look at it, and he's just, yikes.
Let's try to protect yourself.
He's like, woo, I made it. Here we go, 0-2 pitch. And Melton goes back, sliding in the first.
The winner of this game takes on Grambling at 3 o'clock tomorrow. The loser takes on A&M tomorrow at 9.
Ball high, and the throw is in time. Great job there by Ruben Benvindo to get the out.
Like a good jump, a high pitch, and a great throw. Man, it's a strong throw. Bang. Bang.
There we go.
Kind of right on the left shoulder before the hand hit the bag. Good all the way around. Good throw. Good call.
Ball on the outside. 2-2 for C.J. Newsom.
Jackson State with the lead, trying to get a little aggressive. Omar Johnson not afraid to be. Jackson State, the nation's leader in stolen bases. And again, we talked about the stats. Jackson State on base percentage, 42% of the time they get on base. That's top 5 in the nation. I mean, you just think about it in a 9-person lineup. They're going to get 3 to 4 runners on base. And that's 3 to 4 opportunities to steal bases, to make things happen, even though he didn't right there. C.J. Newsom didn't make it happen there, but typically that's what Jackson State does. They put pressure on you, and Newsom strikes out for the second time.
6th strikeout of the game for Cam Fields.
Well, Fields just had that one misplay in the outfield, the difference in the game. 4-3 Jackson State. 1 seed in the East, 4 seed in the West here in Madison, Alabama.
And that one on the outside corner for a strike.
The momentum has just been back and forth. TSU had the momentum up 3-0. A missed play gave JSU some momentum. And Texas Southern trying to get that momentum back. CS there caught stealing, and Fields a pitch away from getting out of this 5th inning.
Oh, 2 pitch coming from Fields. And called ball, a little bit more outside than Fields would like.
Of course, the winner of this tournament come Sunday will advance to the NCAA tournament. Been looking up in the Baseball America poll, all kinds of speculation It's red one pole, Mississippi State Regional up in Starkville. I was up there 2 years ago when Southern won the SWAC tournament. Of course, they plugged it in as if Jackson State was going to win the whole thing.
State of Mississippi have a number of teams that may qualify to host a region.
Yeah, you look at the SEC, probably 6 teams in the top 15. So the number of teams in the SEC could probably going to host a regional. But if Jackson doesn't win it, then that opens up a whole nother set of possibilities.
Got to go all the way back to 2003 when Southern played at Southern Miss, when Southern Miss hosted. And we got a walk of Dillard.
One thing that excites me about the regionals, and I've been to a few of them, Southern played at LSU's regional, Jackson State played in LSU regional. It's an equalizer. I mean, all you need to do is get hot at the plate, get some solid pitching, and you can take a game in the regionals. As a matter of fact, Texas Southern has always played in. Last time they won it, I think they were in the Austin Regional, play right there in the state. I think the last time Jackson won it, they were in Louisiana.
At Louisiana Lafayette, beat the number one seed in Louisiana Lafayette.
And they were the number 1 team in the country.
Yes.
1-0.
Yes. And that was a highly emotional game for Jackson State. I mean, it looked like they poured everything they had into that 1-0 victory. And they definitely celebrated after that. And that is the next step for the SWAC as far as baseball, to get to a point where those wins are not exceptions, they become the rule.
And that's the challenge. I'm an at-large guy. I like to see the SWAC get. I mean, we got the automatic, but what about the at-large?
That would be somewhat difficult, because then that means that you'll have to play a Mississippi State and Ole Miss, a Arkansas, LSU, beat them
in the midweek.
And still be competitive in your conference. And you also would have to have another team that would do the same thing. Now, the key is that's not an impossibility, but the problem is, when you're a small school and you beat the likes of those teams, they don't invite you back. So by getting those victories, you in essence, and now we've got a stolen base by Dillard off the pass ball. In essence, you put yourself in double jeopardy.
Yeah, it's a risk-reward deal. I mean, it's risky. I mean, if you can get the games, there's a lot of games to be played in midweek that you can get. A couple of years ago when Southern won it, I think that year they beat LSU in a 7-inning game. That game was at Heinz Field. So, I mean, it's been done in the midweek. But, we know the automatic bid is there. But I've talked with various SWAC officials about it, and just the chances of us getting an at-large bid, it's tough. And I think I think the other thing too, James, as a conference, we have to win those games throughout our league.
Shernard Brown hits a pop fly over to Claiborne, and no runs. We have 1 strikeout and 1 put out with the attempted stolen base, but when we come back, we'll get to the top half of the 6th inning. 4-3 is your score in favor of Jackson State right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun. Here's a comment.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Ruben Benevendo, your batter for Texas Southern. 4-3 is your score. We're right now in the top half of the 6th inning. We had 3 runs scored by Texas Southern in the 3rd, 1 by Jackson State in the 3rd. And then in the 4th inning, a 3-run explosion by the Tigers from the capital city of Mississippi to find us where we are now, 4-3.
Yeah, Benevendo is 1 of 2, an RBI single. His single made it 3-0. His pitch just misses from Becerra. Well, as expected, Omar Johnson hanging with Becerra.
Swing and a miss and a K for Becerra.
And bring up Avery Chapman. So I mean, for me, I'm all in support of the SWAC getting the most that they can get out of the postseason. You know, softball regionals, we get automatic bid there. Bama State, obviously, playing
Whoa, and the bat goes flying by Chapman into the Texas Southern dugout, and that's not what you want to see. Now, it looks like he doesn't use any gloves, so
it slipped right off his hands.
And it just slipped off his hands. And he was smiling a little bit, but if he would have hit the coach, I don't think he would be smiling. That one fouls back. Yikes. And that one stretches out, could be, maybe, and it is. Chapman, after throwing his bat, able to reach out and touch someone and gets an infield single.
Reach out and touch a bag.
There you go.
A slow dribbler, got speed, spells trouble. How slow this ball is hit. And he found a hole too. They had him shaded, it looks like, to left or right, and he hit it right up the middle.
Sarah right now trying to hold on Chapman, and once again take a look at the throw to first base, and not in time. He beats it by a step.
All right, so we'll see if Mike Robb does a little small ball. Yep.
Going to throw down and not in time. Great move there by Chapman. Now he puts himself in scoring position. He is the tying run for Texas Southern.
Mike Robb didn't waste any time there. We're trying to set the stage for the sacrifice. That's his good speed. Yeah, got a pretty good jump.
Slides underneath the tag.
Well, TSU a base hit away James Verrett from tying this thing up.
And this one goes foul into the berm.
The weather will be great all week long, so if you're in the Madison, Huntsville, Alabama area, come on up.
Kids doing remote schooling, great place to do that. Bring your Wi-Fi hotspot, and they can sit in the stands, do work while they're watching the game.
This area highly, newly developed, a lot of new homes in the distance.
And this one will go long, getting back and making the catch. Dillard, and advancing the third is Chapman for Texas Southern. Good sacrifice there by Vedado.
Yeah, he did his job.
Third baseman number 6, Parker DeLeon.
And now Parker DeLeon to bat for Texas Southern. He needs to get a base hit. Base hit here ties it up for Texas Southern. And right now, looks like we may have a pitching change.
Yeah, Omar Johnson coming out. Again, Omar Johnson is not the type of coach that's just going to pull because he's going to do some things that you just don't expect. And TSU, a lot of small ball in this one.
Basically giving Jackson State a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah. But TSU's not a team that can score a lot of runs, so they have to manufacture runs somehow.
And that one goes through. It does not go awry. Good job there by Shernard Brown.
You just can't be comfortable, and that's what's happened.
Fly ball going into foul territory, and good catch there by Dillard, but not before. One run will score for Jackson State, for Texas Southern, and now we're all tied up at 4 apiece right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
No errors were committed. They strand one.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
All tied up at 4, and this is a strike over in the right center. Ty Hill's going to do what he does best. He's going to make it to second and try to advance to third on the throw. They don't make the throw, and he is in for a triple. And for him, his 4th triple of the season for Ty Hill.
He's 2 for 3. He tripled and single. That was well placed. Adam played medium depth, and he hit it deep. And he's got the speed to turn a double into a triple. So just like that, just when Texas Southern ties it up, Jackson State comes right back. It's 4-4 game.
Great base running there by Ty Hill, and now Equan Smith up to bat for the Tigers.
Smith looks at the dugout, gets the signal from Omar Johnson.
It's outside for a ball.
Well, Jackson State with all kind of options available to him. Probably won't try to squeeze home a run, but sack fly, a base hit. Give the JSU Tigers the lead again.
Looking for a bunt. And this one goes foul. One ball, 2 strikes.
JSU just keeps putting pressure on you. Texas Southern's hung tough. They tied the game on a squeeze play. But now JSU threatened to go back out on top. The bullpen quiet for Texas Southern.
Oh, ball even to count at apiece. And you got to give Cam Fields credit. He's done it defensively, using his body, but also pitching-wise, he's done a great job. And I think his pitch count right now, he's at 84 pitches, so he's still got at least 1 or 2 more innings left in him if he can get out of this jam. Right now, count even at 2 apiece. He wants to try to either get an out, make him hit on the ground where they can cover the person at third to keep them at third and get an out. And good job right there by Nick Garza. Just as I said, he looked him down, covered him, and gets the out. Just what you want to see.
Yep, that's what you want to see. And you just keep the runner at third. You hold him. You freeze him. 3 hops. Yep. 1 out, runner at third. And now Reyes stands in.
And Reyes so far 1 for 2 today, 2 RBIs.
Yeah, that 3-base error tied the game at 3. He grounded to second. So a triple by Ty Hill. Jackson State has out-hit Texas Southern 6-5. Right down the middle, right there. Oh, Mike Robb, pitch count is not bad for Fields. Jackson State a couple of times has had their bullpen busy, but Omar Johnson sticking with Becerra. Starter still in.
This one fouled back into the press box area. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wesley Reyes.
Well, this is what we expected, James. This is a chess match. We expected this. Mike Robb slowing this game down. Jackson State trying to speed it up a little bit. And right now, no mas. It's 4-4.
Count even at 2 apiece to Wesley Reyes.
Got to make the fundamental plays, though. 2 errors by Jackson State, 1 by TSU.
Two pitch coming from Fields. And right back up the middle, base hit. 1 run will score, and the Tigers of Jackson State have a 1-run lead. And for Reyes, his 3rd RBI of the game.
Yeah, he's got 3 of the 5 ribbies. He took it right back up the box. Scoring Hill. Just when TSU gets comfortable, ties it up, here comes Jackson State yet again. Ruiz RBI makes it 4-3. How about the bottom of the lineup for Jackson State? Reyes, Louise, and Doris. Well, actually, Reyes and Louise, they've accounted for all the RBIs in this game.
You're as strong as your weakest link, and in the batting order, your 7, 8, 9 batters normally are your weaker batters, but showing strength today.
I stand corrected. 4 of the 5 ribbies for Jackson State are by Reyes and Louise. Bottom getting it done. As a coach, you like that, because you don't expect much from the bottom of the lineup. Just get on base, sacrifice, let the top and middle of the lineup get it done. But in this game, bottom of the lineup for JSU's been strong. As well for Texas Southern, the number 9 hitter De Leon with the squeeze play in the last half inning to tie it at 4.
Fouled off. Reyes goes back to first.
You know, we talked about baseball history in the last game with Southern. For Jackson State, obviously, Omar Johnson taking over for Bob Brady, field named after him. He still comes to some of JSU's home games. the championships he's won at JSU.
No doubt about it. Had extensive duels with Roger Cador during his career as head coach at Jackson State.
I was fouled back. I mean, you talk about some intense battles and throughout the history of SWAC baseball. Grambling, Wilbert Ellis.
Alcorn.
The late Willie Rat McGowan.
The Rat.
Candy Robinson, the late coach of Texas Southern. I mean, the history of SWAC baseball. It just goes on and on. Cador.
1-2 pitch coming from Fields. And a strike 3 called. Strikeout for Fields.
Louise looked confused there. Whatever he was looking for, he didn't get it.
And Cam Fields once again with a third strikeout. He was trying to call time, but he waited too late. And he said, I'm going to put you out, and there you go.
A little 1-2 step. Whatever he was looking for there, he didn't get it. Pitch is low here. This is the bottom of the lineup for JSU again. Doris 0 for 2, struck out and grounded to second. Just a lot of history in SWAC baseball, up and down. And then you got Bethune-Cookman coming in. Team formerly coached by Merville Melendez, who's out at Florida Atlantic. He won a dozen championships there at Florida A&M, a team that's not going to be an easy out coming into the conference in baseball in the spring of 22.
Pitching coach for Texas Southern coming out to talk to Cam Fields.
Well, no one's warming up in the bullpen. I think they're just checking on him. He said, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. You sure?
He is at 100 pitches right now.
Yeah, I think that's – I mean, they're charting and watching the pitch count just like we are. And you know, the later you get into these games, you know, you're in the 6th inning. Anytime a pitcher can get you into the 7th, you're fine. And I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to milk it for all it's worth. He's at 100 pitches. So they're just trying to check on him to see how he is, how you feeling, how you doing. I mean, you still got to get a pitcher up in the bullpen. There's 2 out in the inning, so he's just trying to will his way to this 3rd out. But Doris has other ideas.
Doris looking for his first hit of the tournament, 0 for 2 so far with a strikeout. That one fouled back. Three games so far. And we got 1 more to go after this one.
And we got 4 tomorrow. A couple of teams going to get eliminated tomorrow. Right now, Bama State, A&M in the losers bracket. One of these teams will be in the losers bracket. And then the next game, Alcorn Prairie View, coming up here on the SDN, Santoria Black. James Red will have that call. Count is 3-1 here. 2 out, runner at first. 5-4 Jackson State.
Fields with the full count pitch. Shot and great catch by Garza to get out of the inning. 1 run will score for Jackson State. 5-4 is your score as we go to the break. 1 strikeout there for Fields and a nice line drive catch by Garza. 5-4 is your score going to the top half of the 7th inning on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights Because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
5-4 is your score. Becerra still on the mound. Over 100 pitches pitched, and a swing and a miss by Maurice Claiborne, the right fielder for the Tigers of Texas Southern.
Looks like TSU's bullpen starting to get stirred up. Not surprised Becerra is still in the game as they check over at first. And I think we're getting at a point now where Mike Rob's thinking, okay, my pitcher's got us into the 7th inning. Anything after this is gravy. What he would really hope for is that his offense gets a couple of runs here and he can keep Cam Fields in.
Correct.
Of course, in this double elimination, you need all the arms you can get, the fresh ones anyway.
Swing and a miss by Claiborne. Evens the count at 2 apiece.
We've seen in this tournament that once you get in a team's pitching, the arms, just not a lot left.
And a K for Becerra. Sits down Claiborne.
First baseman number 30, Oscar Ponce.
Ponce stands in. He's hit by a pitch, fly to second, and an error on second.
Called strike.
Texas Southern's been out hit 7-5. They're trailing 5-4. Jackson State 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and they've left 3. Texas Southern 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and they've left 4. Count is 1-1.
Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Oh, Becerra's starting to find his rhythm a little bit. Like he's getting stronger as the game rolls on.
That one high for 1-2. But for Becerra, I mean, it's, as they say, that one hit foul. About time he found the zone after hitting 5 people.
Yeah. I think he was trying to command the inside part of the plate on some of it. I think one of them might have got away from him, but I think, pitchers want that inside half, and they'll try to command it.
One ball, 2 strikes. Ball
on that line shot, it went off the grandstands and carried him back onto the field of play. Tell you what, great ballpark here. We talked about it earlier. Dr. McClellan, SWAC commissioner, asked what I thought of it. Is, to have these student athletes play in a venue like this, it means a lot.
As they say, this is new.
Yeah. And even talking with Assistant Commissioner Jason Cable last week down in Gulfport, just to have these student athletes to play in a venue such as this, call third strike. Back-to-back strikeouts for Becerra. I mean, it means something, these student athletes, in every sport. Of course, he had the SWAC football championship game in Jackson.
When you got 2 strikes on you, you got to fight anything close, and he just looks, and it got him.
Knees buckle. I don't think he expected that. Both pitchers doing a nice job with 2 strikes and keeping opposing team off balance.
And Garza hit by a pitch, the 6th batter hit today for Texas Southern.
Have we seen anything like that?
I've never seen it in a college game where the pitcher stays in.
I'd like to look at that again. I mean, if we slow it down, I wanted it to hit the ground first. No, it did not. the way it caromed up and hit his shin, that's why he didn't flinch.
I want a ball high, and I understand Coach Johnson's mindset. He's trying to keep Becerra out there as long as possible so he doesn't have to use any additional pitching in this game.
Well, that's Omar Johnson. This is the way he's always been. He does not pull his starting pitching. He's going to work them until they can't work anymore. And this is a close game. The offense is kind of coming around. You got a workhorse in Becerra, pitcher of the year in the conference. Why not? I mean, clearly he won't be available tomorrow, and he's thinking, hey, let's go with him today. We win. We can set him tomorrow and not worry about it.
So you're saying he may be a possibility on 2 days rest in a Saturday or Sunday scenario?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pitch count at 116. 0-2 pitch from Becerra.
I
That one low. The throw is high. And the steal is made by Garza.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question, yes to all of it. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, that's just who he is, and that's fine. I mean, because it works. It has been working. I mean, 118 pitches now. The bullpen for Jackson State, clearly no movement there, so there's no inclination that he's going to pull Becerra. And again, I think he just feels like his offense is good enough to where, okay, so if TSU scores, we're going to come right back. And that's what happened in the last inning.
That one on the outside brings the count full of 3-2. Reyes and Jackson State once again gets out of a bind. No runs, 2 strikeouts, no hits. One runner hit by a pitch and stole a base. But after 6.5, it is Tigers 5, Texas Southern 4 right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
And the 7th inning stretch has wrapped up, and now we're going to the top of the batting order.
Can I sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game"?
Yes, you can.
But I'm not going to sing "Take
In
Me Out to the
Spanish.
Ball Game."
Sing it in Spanish.
I could sing it. I'm not. Stick with what you do best.
I heard the
Whatever.
only way we can hear it, it has to be on pay-per-view.
Well, we'll go broke on that one then. It won't. Nobody will get paid, and nobody will view it.
Fly ball should be easily handled, and it is by Chapman of Texas Southern, foul number 1.
I understand a lot of folks checking this thing out online, and it's just been that type of game. It's no surprise. The chess match is on. A lot of small ball by Texas Southern, just trying to make Jackson State feel the ball, and that's paid off. But Jackson State with some timely hitting. They're getting quality at bats, and it's going to come down to a play or two.
Over 100 pitches thrown by Fields, and that one in for a strike.
I mean, these are two all-SWAC pitchers. Close game. You think any one of these coaches, Omar Johnson or Mike Robb's, going to take them out? They're pitching well enough to keep them in the game. They're not pitching poorly enough to pull them.
Now when a ball low skips off the dirt.
But the bullpen is busy for both teams, though. So I think both coaches have gotten all that they can out the starters. You get your team into the 7th inning, you've done your job. So both pitchers have done that.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. Newsom looking for his first hit. He's had 3 strikeouts. He may be the only person that hasn't had some success today against Fields. And that one skips, and good stop there by Benvendo.
Mike Robb setting his defense. Also signaling this catcher. So Mike Robb's got his hand in everything. Looking at the dugout, he'll tell his pitching coach what the pitch is, and he'll signal it in.
2-2 pitch coming from Fields. And that's a dribbler. DeLeon will ride it, and it's going to stay fair. Great job. Good karma there for Newsom, and he's able to get on first base. And DeLeon, there's nothing you can do about that because you're supposed to let it roll when it's that close to the baseline.
It's just perfectly placed, perfectly hit. I mean, there's nothing you can do. It looked like it was going to go to the left. It stayed down the middle of the road and went right. And De Leon had to hustle to get it because you got speed there. You know, he could have took second on that or tried to.
No doubt about it. Newsom with his first base hit. And now Chandler Dillard. He's walked, and he's looking for his first base hit of the day. Runner on first, and Newsom.
You see on your screens, look like some of the Southern fans, maybe some players sitting behind home plate. Southern did their job. And that's the great part about this tournament, James Verrett. If you play the early games and you won, you go back to the hotel, get a bite to eat, quick shower, and you come back up here and just check it out. It's fun. It's a fun time.
Due to COVID restrictions, this may be the best place to be. Open air.
Yeah.
You know, social distancing. And you're here on a business trip, so you can't go to any of the nice hot spots in Huntsville or Madison.
There's a few nice places in Madison. I haven't seen, I don't know what, just looking over to see if I see any black and gold. Grambling handled their business in the first game. I tell you, that 9 o'clock game is the toughest game out there. I mean, you got to get up at 5:30, get yourself ready. It is tough. I mean, I was here at 7:30. And the buses were parked, engines shut off. They probably were here 30 minutes. They probably were here at 7 o'clock.
Earlier than 7:30.
Well, no, 7:30 was early enough for me.
I think you were here about 7:15. And this one will drop in for a base hit. Newsom will advance to third. And good throw there by Chapman, but not in time. Dillard will make it over to second base.
Good speed. You got good speed with Newsom and Dillard. And now runners on at second and third, and
Number 20, Shernard.
And now Mike Robb's got to make a decision in terms of how he wants to play this here. They're in for the play at the plate defensively. So they're in all bases. And now Brown just got to find a hole somewhere. He could score 2. They're playing probably medium depth in center, deep in right and left. If he finds that hole, 2 will score.
Now when called strike, the favorite place for Fields today been right there on the outside corner.
Well, it's kind of a critical moment for Texas Southern right now.
Now with a little high for ball one.
Pitch count is high. What is it? What's Cam Fields have right now?
115 and counting.
115 and counting. Probably a handful of more pitches left. I think the bullpen is ready. They were up. The pitcher's warming. I think he's ready. So at any point, Mike Robb could make a change here.
1-1, low and outside.
I mean, Jackson State,
Ball number two.
Excuse me, James. Jackson State just puts so much pressure on you. I mean, up and down the lineup. You got 5, 6 guys hitting 400, 380, 360, 350. They just put the ball in play.
2-1 pitch.
Good
that
pitch.
One right there again on that outside corner area. Strike number 2.
And Brown thought he didn't exactly care for the call.
He's like, come on, man.
Yeah. You stare down that umpire. You be careful with that.
2-2 pitch. Now one low and outside. He's not going to give Brown anything belt high or anything down the center of the plate. He's going to work those edges.
Full count. Here's a really big pitch in this game. You're talking about 1 out, bases loaded. They're in at the play for the play at the plate if it's hit on the infield.
Fouls it off, stays alive.
Jackson State. Close one with TSU. Mike Robb is trying to figure out a way to keep it close. Jackson State's trying to extend their lead to 2 or 3 runs here. Bottom 7.
Full count. And gets it right past Ponce at first base. 1 run will score. Good throw to home for Claiborne out of right field. Now we got runners on the corner, but 1 run will score Newsom from third base.
3 straight singles, including an RBI single by Brown. Jackson State up 6-4. So after trailing 3-0, Jackson State has rallied and have the lead. They have runners on at first and third. Ty Hill tripled and singled. Well, Ty Hill trying to extend JSU's lead. Texas Southern's looking for a double play to end the inning. Runners on at first and third.
Now one high for ball 1.
Mike Robb looking at the bullpen. A lot of the stuff with Mike Robb is about feel. He kind of feels his way through it. He's been through so many situations. I think he's just trying to squeeze another inning out of this pitcher. There's 1 out in the inning. Count is 2-0. This may be his last batter coming up here.
Ten hits for Jackson State, looking for their 11th hit of the game. This one going right back over. They get 1 and 2. Great double play. DeLeon over to Garza, over to Ponce.
Jackson State scores 1 run.
Good 1 and 2. And just like you said, they needed to get a double play, and they got it. And now we go to the top half of the 8th inning. 6-4 is your score, Jackson State, but can Texas Southern score 2 to tie it up? We'll see right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage. We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
New pitcher, number 29, Stephen Davila, who is the relief pitcher of the year in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, right-hander out of Puerto Rico, just a junior.
And this is what Omar Johnson wanted. You know, you got your pitcher of the year to get you deep, and then you got Davila to mop it up. At least that's their plan anyway. Davila with 6 saves this season.
15th appearance of the year for Davila.
He has 6 of the team's 8 saves. Count is 2-1, and Texas Southern's got to get a runner on somehow.
Benvindo trying to get on. Fouls it off is Ruben Benvindo, the catcher for Texas Southern.
Yeah, and he has an RBI single and has struck out twice. Winner of, I'm sorry, James, the winner of this game again gets Grambling tomorrow at 3. The loser of this game, it's Alabama A&M. First thing in the morning, 9 o'clock.
That one fouled back. Count is full.
Texas Southern hanging tough, a team that was kind of near the bottom, battling with UAPB just to make the tournament. Hanging tough, still a game. And a good battle here, James Verrett, between Benevento and Davila.
Benvindo trying to battle, keep everything alive.
This game going on 2.5 hours. Next game originally scheduled for 6 o'clock. Looks like we'll be beyond that. And a leadoff walk here, James Verrett. So Texas Southern still hanging.
Benvindo makes it over to first with the walk. And now Chapman to bat.
All right, now, this is going to be interesting. Got a pinch runner here. And obviously, Mike Robb wants some speed on the bases. My guess is he might just play this straight up. He's got 6 outs left.
And that is Tyson Thompson going to pitch run, a senior out of Houston, Texas.
And Tyson Thompson 0 for 4 in the stolen base department. I just think he just has speed, just get base to base.
And Davila just throws over there to let him know, I know where you are, I know who you are. And that one on the outside for ball 1.
Oh, Chapman, infield single, stole a base.
Wow, that one fouled back on the backstop.
Chapman 269 during the year. Potential tying run for Texas Southern. Although they only have 5 hits, Jackson State has out-hit them 10-5. Texas Southern has left runners on in each of the last 5 innings, so they've had chances in this game for sure. Hadn't been many, but there have been chances.
Once again, another foul by Chapman.
And Jackson State, you know, despite up being 6-4, James Verrett, they've left runners on in the last 4 innings. So between these two teams, they've left 9 runners on base, all from the 3rd to the 7th inning. And here Texas Southern has a runner on in the 8th. Don't forget, here on the SWAC Digital Network, presented by Cricket Wireless here in Madison, Alabama, we have Alcorn and Prairie View coming up 30 minutes after the completion of this game.
And this one is a shot to left field, but Melton easily gets the first out of the inning.
Good battle there.
Jordan Vadato now to bat for Texas Southern.
He's 0 for 3, grounded to short, grounded to 3rd, and fly to right. Again, he represents the tying run. Again, down 2 runs. You don't expect TSU to do some running here, but we've known Mike Robb to move the pieces around on defense. But you're down 2 runs and you're in the 8th inning. You just can't risk it. You can't risk giving away outs. You just got to battle at the plate, get guys on. But we have seen Mike Robb do a squeeze when no one in the stadium expected it.
Right.
So with Mike Robb, we know anything goes. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Oh, and runners out at first.
Davila able to get a throw out. And Benvendo is out at first.
And Mike Robb says, need to take a look at it.
And you can see the emotion coming from Shernard Brown.
Well, the process is first things first. The umpire's going to talk it over first. If it's worth taking a look at, they'll go to the monitor.
And you can see.
And I think they're going to look at it. Yep. And Mike Robb coming out, hands to his head, like put the headset on. That's what he wanted to do. Take a look at it. There may not be enough there to overturn it. Let's see. Of course, there's a big monitor down there on the field where they could take a look at it here. But we'll just have to see. Again, we'll see if there's enough there to overturn the call on the field, which is out on the pickoff attempt. The rules are just like in football. There's got to be evidence to overturn the call on the field, which is out, as you see right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, they're just trying to see if they can get another angle and look at it from another viewpoint. Again, there's got to be some evidence to overturn the initial call on the field, which is out on the pickoff.
Right now, the officials are looking at the video, trying to see if they can see some evidence of change.
I think he's probably, let's see. They're just trying to go over all the angles that we have here. And what you're seeing is what is being shown also in the booth to our left. So you're seeing this in real time, folks. Back and forth, you slow it down, you drag it just to see if there's anything there that'll cause you to overturn the call. So you're watching it just like we're seeing it. And he's out.
Confirmed that that is the second out of the inning. Benvendo thrown out at first base on a pick play.
Yeah. Just wasn't a lot there to show you otherwise. I mean, that happens.
And base running mistakes have really hurt Texas Southern this afternoon.
Yeah, but that's the third runner they've lost on the bases. So in a close game, in a championship game, in a postseason game, every little thing matters. It all is magnified. It's too close of a game, and you lose 3 base runners. And hey, Mike Robb had to go for it. I mean, he had to say, let's take a look at it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with looking at it. Doesn't mean you're going to get the call you want, but just take another look. You want to get it right.
And that's a strike on the outside corner.
Now the count is 2-2, and the base is empty for Texas Southern. Down a couple of runs here in the 8th.
Now one's a ball called on the outside to make the count full at 3-2.
Well, Texas Southern's lost 3 runners on the bases. They have stranded 5 runners, and every time they get a little momentum, Jackson State comes right back.
And that's on the inside. Walk for Vedado.
And what we've seen again, you lose a runner on the bases in the very next pitch or two, you get another base runner. So if you play the what-if game, instead of 2 out, a runner at first, you could very easily have 2 on and 1 out. But that's not the case. And we got a pinch hitter here.
And now the pinch hitter for Texas Southern, Roderick Coffey.
Your attention, please. Now pinch hitting for Texas Southern. And for Parker de Leon,
Coffey hitting 162
number 11.
with 7 runs batted in. Well, he represents the tying run.
Coffey does carry a big bat.
All Coffey's just trying to do is extend the inning. Davila trying to end the inning. We know TSU to be pesky.
Swing and a miss by Coffey.
Swung right through that fastball.
A 1 pitch coming from Davila to Coffey. Swing and a miss. Throw is not in time. Vedado makes it to second base.
All right, so TSU has a chance to cut this 2-run deficit in half with a base hit from Coffey. And the count is 0-2, but Coffey has to protect the plate. Well, you're looking at Jackson State's best. Becerra, pitcher of the year, Miller reliever of the year. This is the best JSU has to offer on the mound.
And a called strike 3. Davila catches Coffey looking to get out of the inning. 1 runner left on, 1 runner thrown out. As we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, Coffee coming in a pinch hit role, and he is frozen by the good pitch by Davila. You're watching SWAC baseball right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Youth movement continues as we saw redshirt freshman Roger Coffey strike out to end the half of the inning for Texas Southern. Now, as in relief, is Adolph Castillo, the freshman out of Houston, Texas, for the Tigers of Texas Southern.
Yep, but his record is 1-2. 16 appearances during the regular season with an earned run average of 8.44. In 37 and a third innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 31 walks, 35 earned runs on 47 hits. And his job is simple, James Verrett. Keep Jackson State right where they are.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, first pitch coming from Castillo, and in for a strike.
If you're Jackson State, you got a 2-run cushion. Omar Johnson is probably thinking, I could use another run or two.
And this is a shot to left field, and it is gone. Home run, third one of the day in the SWAC, and first one for Jackson State.
Equan Smith got it up and hit it out.
And Equan Smith hits a solo shot, and for the season, this is only his third home run. Not known as a home run guy, but he hits one straight out to left field, and it just, the wind carries it, and it's going, and it's gone. This one, a high fly ball now by Reyes. Getting under it is Chapman for the first out. But a home run by Equan Smith.
He got it up in the air, wind blowing the left. As you look at it, right on his hands, and he showed the quick hands and the power. The rest is history.
Sails out, and here comes Luis to bat for Jackson State. Now their lead increased to 3 runs, 7-4 with the solo shot.
Well, the one thing that we have seen, James Verrett, with the exception of maybe Southern's pitcher in the previous game, the relievers, it's been a challenge for the relievers. A&M's reliever, Bama State's reliever, trying to keep it close, and now Texas Southern. I mean, I think, Mike Robb had to make a change. Started through, 120 pitches or whatever it was. I mean, it's a 2-run game. You did your job keeping it close. Well, your bullpen's got to keep it where it is. And it didn't happen as a home run. Makes it 7-4.
Now Luis gets over to first base. Now here comes Doris, Jackson State. And no, looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Yeah.
And pinch hitting will be number 19. appears to be Jeffrey Rodriguez out of Miami.
Omar Johnson not afraid to play other players as well. I mean, in the tournament, you kind of stick with your 9.
Check that. That'll be Omar Gomez, number 18, Puerto Rican native, sophomore for Jackson State.
He had 152 during the season with 3 runs batted in. So 1 on, 1 out for JSU, and they have built their advantage to 7-4. Texas Southern will have the top of the lineup coming up in the 9th inning, so they, their big bats are still due to come up. What will the score be, though? Right now it's 7-4, and Jackson State has scored a run in each of the last 3 innings. 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, runs in the 6th, the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
That one called for a strike.
Again, we have one more game coming up 30 minutes after the completion of this game. Alcorn, the 4 seed in the East. Prairie View, the 1 seed in the West.
This one high and out of play.
It's a souvenir time. A bunch of souvenirs today here in Madison. Some good baseball here today. We've got 4 more tomorrow, and then we got the elimination games perhaps on Friday.
And the what-if games on Saturday.
And the what-if games on Saturday. There may be a situation where you may not have any baseball on Saturday and the championship game on Sunday. We've had that before.
2-2 count.
It's kind of a slow day. We've had that before. Just you're trying to figure out what to do with yourselves on Saturday. You're just used to having some baseball on Saturday.
Don't worry, I got 3 babies at home. They will say, "Daddy, we've got a lot of things to do."
Of course, the championship game will be seen on ESPN3.com. With a trip to the regionals at stake. The softball regionals won by Alabama State. They play down in Tuscaloosa, by Alabama, on Friday.
Gomez looking to add on. He only has 3 RBIs on the year, and now this one will go foul.
One thing we've seen, James Verrett, Jackson State's bats seem to progressively get a little quicker, a little faster. Early on they were trying to feel out. All-conference pitcher for TSU, a little bit off balance. But the last 2-3 innings, I mean, they've scored runs in the last 3. You can tell they've got their timing down at the plate.
Full count pitch. This one goes back over, and they were able to get one but not the other. They got the lead runner for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, 3-6 fielder's choice there. Top of the lineup coming up for Jackson State.
Now we get back to Jatavius Milton.
Left fielder number 3, Jatavius Milton.
Milton has struck out twice, walked once, single once.
He's had the gamut. This one goes foul.
Somebody made a nice catch.
And somebody made a catch.
We've seen some catches in the major leagues, holding kids up with one hand, catching it with the other, holding a soda in one hand, catching it with the other. We've seen on the highlight reel some pretty good catches in the stands. Fans are coming prepared, gloves and all.
No doubt about it. One of the few sports where you can actually get a live souvenir.
Yeah.
Which is a baseball.
Yep.
Football, they're always asking for it back unless a player physically gives it to you. Swing and a miss and a strikeout there for Adolph. 7-4 is your score as we go to the top half of the 9th inning. It is go time for Texas Southern Tigers as they trail by 3 runs right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Three outs for Jackson State. They are 3 outs away from claiming their first victory in the tournament. And for Texas Southern, they need 3 runs in order to force the bottom half of the 9th inning.
Well, Texas Southern has left runners on bases. They've left 5. They've lost 3 runners on the bases. And that's the story. I mean, Jackson State just with some timely hitting, home run in the last inning. That's Jackson State baseball. They just keep putting the pressure on you at the plate. And Texas Southern, team that just hadn't scored a lot of runs. It's kind of what you expected, but TSU still has life here in the top of the 9th inning with the top of the lineup coming up. So an opportunity for TSU.
Cooper looking for his first hit of the tournament. That one fouled back.
These baseballs are getting closer and closer to us, James.
Well, our window is not all the way up. So for the ball to get all the way through, it's got to be a perfect angle, perfect shot. And that angle have to come down. So we're okay. And a strike 3 call. Davila with his second consecutive strikeout.
Well, Claiborne stands in, reached on an air fly to short, a bunt single, and struck out. Don't forget, 30 minutes after the completion of this game, we're going to have Alcorn and Prairie View coming up. And of course, the winner of this game will play tomorrow at 3 against Grambling. The loser of this game will play in the morning against Alabama A&M at 9 o'clock.
Elimination game.
Elimination game.
Reyes fields it, throws it. Good catch by Brown for out number 2.
This game had some intensity to it.
It did.
And if Jackson State gets the final out, you got a rematch of Grambling, Jackson State. And James Cooper reminded me, and of course you clarified it, Jackson State did lose to Grambling, even though it wasn't a division loss, it was a conference loss. So Grambling has some things going in terms of how to stay with and beat Jackson State, so that'll be entertaining tomorrow.
This one a fly ball with 2 outs. It could be the final out. Brown in foul territory, and he makes the final out. 1, 2, 3. And Jackson State will tap hands or bunt shoulders as Shernard Brown, as you can see, gets that one. 7-4 is your final. When we take a break, we'll wrap things up and get you ready for the final game. You're watching SWAC Tournament Baseball right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renters insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
We had a little bit of everything in our last afternoon game before we hit the evening game. Texas Southern taking on the #1 seed Jackson State Tigers, and they had to really dig a little deep, I would say. They did have a home run, and their pitcher, Anthony Becerra, after really struggling early, Charles, he was able to come through and catapult this team to a victory.
Yeah, Becerra hit 6. I mean, that's something he'll have to work on and clean up. But Jackson State, just a team that continues to put pressure on you offensively. They did just that. They played a little long ball today. And Texas Southern, I mean, you look at runners stranded. They left runners on in the last 7 innings. So they left 7 on, and they lost 3 on the bases. And against a team like Jackson State that can score runs, you just can't leave runners out there. It's tough against a JSU team that can score. And now it sets up the matchup, Jackson State and Grambling. Grambling's beaten Jackson State already once this season. And for Texas Southern, they'll have to come back in the morning to take on a scrappy Alabama A&M team. So it should be a fun day, too. And we got another matchup coming up.
Coming up, Prairie View taking on Alcorn State. And that will be an interesting game in itself. Prairie View A&M, the #1 seed out of the West. Let's give you the final line for Texas Southern. 4 runs off of 5 hits and 1 error. And for Jackson State, 7 runs off of 11 hits and 2 errors. Winning pitcher, Anthony Becerra, 122 pitches, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 4 earned runs. And the losing pitcher, Cam Fields, 125 pitches, 10 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 5 earned runs. That's all that we have right now. Hang on in about 30 minutes. So going right up against 7 o'clock, we should have the final game of day 1 of the 2021 Cricket Wireless SWAC baseball tournament. That'll be Prairie View A&M taking on Alcorn State. So make sure that you tune in. But for Charles Edmonds and for everyone with the SWAC digital production, thank you for joining us. Final score, Jackson State 7, Texas Southern 4. Good evening, everyone.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a